J-Money, I'm going to bring you into one of my other calls here, and then go from there. Right there.
I'm going to be bowing out of the game for a little bit, and just so I can pay attention to his thing, and we're going to simulcast his stream because he is a WarZ developer.
Well, actually, I'm going to call. You know what? I'm going to call you. I'm going to call you on Skype, so this way you can ask the questions, and that way it's real time. It's not latency time.
Okay.
Cool.
What's up, my friend?
Well, hello. How are you? First of all, what's your name?
My name is Roman. What's your name?
Well,
what should I call you?
JP is perfectly fine. Well, Roman, thank you very much for doing this. This is pretty awesome, man. I have tons of questions about the game, and J Money is going to be in here, so he can actually read some questions. So he may jump in and all that other kind of stuff in a bit. But first of all, I want to say I don't understand why the game did horribly. Like, do you understand why it did so bad? Like, why is it done so bad? Me personally, I don't think the game's bad.
Well, I have to actually, well, besides JP and JM, all these guys are coming in. This is nice to actually have you right here. I'm not sure I understand your question, my friend, why the game did so bad.
Well, I mean, on you know, obviously there's DayZ, there's WarZ. There's a big controversy between DayZ and WarZ that WarZ decided to copy DayZ and all that other kind of stuff. And you know, it's the same thing with Minecraft and Terraria, right? It's a big controversy with those two games as well. But I guess my question is on the actual game itself, there was, if you look at Steam's meta tag system, it scored very, very poorly. Now, in your personal opinion, why do you feel that the game did so poorly? Like, was there complications at the beginning of the game? I mean, I've heard a lot of things, but maybe you can field that question for me.
Well, JP, you ask actually interesting question, and especially comparing us to DayZ, because DayZ, a lot of people look at the DayZ as the original zombie game, right? But it's
Sure.
actually not the best comparison to the original zombie game, because before DayZ, if you played Operation Flashpoint and Arma, before even Arma 2 existed, if you type zombie, there was like about 200 zombie mods that did or tried to do their thing with the open terrain, open engine such as Arma. So basically, they're not the first ones to actually create the experience of zombie in the open world. Before them, there was about 200 to 230 zombie mods, and we at the Hammer Point, we actually been talking about this for a long time, saying, wouldn't that be cool to actually create an open world zombie kind of experience with people where you can get together and actually survive? But for us, it turned out to be a PvP.
Yeah, it's more of a PvP game than a survivor type game. Now, obviously, when people are first starting off, I mean, it's all about surviving. It's all about getting your guns, getting your ammo, getting your food and water supplies and your bandages and stuff like that, finding armor and all that other kind of stuff. And then it really does turn into a full-scale PvP type of a game. Now, me personally, I've just started playing. I've been playing for the last 3 days or so, and the reason why I actually did start playing is because of the Steam sale. I'm not going to lie, when I first saw it, I thought, nah, this isn't the greatest game in the world, it's not going to do all that well, and I didn't really like it because of the meta tag system. I'm kicking myself now that I didn't start playing back when it first launched, because the game is actually really well done. Obviously, there's still bugs. You know that there's still bugs in the game that
Absolutely.
You know, people keep getting kicked for no reason. You know, the what is it? The any bot or any cheat system, the Punk Buster, keeps kicking people. Is there going to be any development on the Punk Buster side of things to stop people from just auto getting kicked?
Well, that's the kind of question that is actually aimed at our networking programmers and our coders.
Okay.
I come from an art development. I'm actually in charge of the art. So, JP, I'd love to answer this. If I had the answer for you,
Sure.
brother, I would definitely answer that for you. But you actually bring up a lot of good questions about this stuff. But
I've done a lot of beta testing for a lot of different games. I was actually worked on a bunch of different projects. I even actually have. I do a game called Divine Souls, and that's on it's on our green light on Steam now, and we're trying to get actually our game up there as well. But that's for another time. But yeah, I love this type of thing. I love asking questions. I like finding all the bugs in the game and try to get them fixed if at all possible. I like submitting reports and saying, listen, you
right.
guys messed up on this part, fix it because otherwise you're going to screw yourselves and all that
Well,
other kind of.
GP, you also have to remember one thing, like how many developers are actually here talking to you
Sure.
besides our game?
Right.
Is Rocket over here with his friends asking you about or answering about the Daisy?
Sure.
Is guys from State of Decay here asking you or answering questions? We are the only ones so far right now actually connecting with people who
Sure.
play our game and
Yeah.
come over here and talk to them.
Yeah, well, that's actually surprising that you even saw my live stream because I don't have that many people actually in the live. I might now because there's probably people that have gone out and told people, "Oh, get into this live stream because there's a developer." But
Exactly.
that's awesome, man. So you're the art guy. You did all the
I'm
art
the
then.
art guy. I'm the guy that paints the beautiful pictures, or trying to.
Oh well, there you go. Well, it looks exceptional, and the graphics in the game looks unbelievable. It really does. I mean, I've said that countless number of times on my live stream, and the game does look really really well done. It
Oh, thank you so much.
yeah.
But JP, we're also trying to actually you sugarcoating this graphics, but I think we can do better than this, and we all know that.
It does look good though. I'm not gonna lie. I mean the time frame, like when the sun comes up and stuff like that, I think it looks really really good. I don't have the best graphics card in the world. I'm sure it looks a lot better on more powerful graphics cards. I'm only running a 560. It's not a bad card, but it's not a good card either. So it does look good on my end of things. And I'm very easily amused with graphics. So it does look
We can
actually really.
do. Let's just say we can do a lot better. But thank you so much for the beautiful words. It actually means a lot to us.
Yeah, it's actually pretty decent. Well, I would be very interested in getting into a call with some of the other developers because I don't know if you noticed. I don't know how long you've been in my live stream for, and I apologize I didn't recognize you sooner because that's crazy that you're actually in my live stream. Um, but I actually run a creator of a network on YouTube called Red Light Broadcasting. And
Excellent.
I would love to do some stuff with you guys. Maybe promoting out your game a little bit more, or doing something with you guys. I do a lot of giveaways on my live stream. In fact, I've done almost $3,000 worth of giveaways, and I know a lot of people have slowly started to come to my live stream because I was giving away 9,600 gold coins, and the people loved it. I actually gave away 2 packages of that, so I've given out probably 10,000 or 20,000 gold coins just in the last 3 days. So
That is amazing, my friend.
yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. So now that I've got J Money in here, which by the way, J Money is actually one of our partners over at Red Light Broadcasting, and he's actually one of our other team streamers as well.
Nice to meet you, J Money.
Nice to meet you as well, sir.
So, is there any questions in the live stream that people would like to ask Roman?
Yeah, I have a couple over here. These were asked kind of before you said you were like mainly one of the art guys, but by any chance, a couple people were asking if you did know. Can you please ask him how they are handling the situation of hackers and how Punkbuster is helping out? Like, do you know any of that particular information by any chance?
Well, J Money, the hackers and the punk busters definitely not my department, but I can ask and actually see what's going on with this stuff. I wish I could actually answer with this, but unfortunately, my friend, I can't because I have no idea. And if I would answer and out of my ass, speaking out of my ass, I'll probably get in a lot of trouble from the programming department.
Sure, sure. No, that definitely does make sense. Is there any questions, guys, that you guys have in regards to the more artist style of things? Like, I don't know, do you do all of the
This
art
sounds
stuff?
like a fake Russian caliber.
Like you do all the art stuff, right? Like you do all the graphics for the guns and stuff like that, or are you just mainly
Actually, everything has to do with graphics, like the light, the mountains, every terrain, the grass, the buildings, the colors, the post processing. Basically, that is what I'm in charge of.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. What inspired you to like make the zombies the way they looked? Was there a particular movie or zombie film or something like that that inspired you to make them look the way they currently do?
That's a good question. Well, to answer this one is really hard because we looked at other licenses at the moment that was available as far as the movies. We had 28 Days Later, we had George Romero, we had all kinds of other guys that are trying to make their zombies come alive. So we took the middle between the rest of them, like the 28 Days Later and the George Romero, and the thing I have to say, J Money, is actually we not stopping to work on the zombies. We're gonna continue on making them better and better because we're trying to find that best medium on the zombies right now. So don't judge it as the final what we have right now, please.
Sure. No, definitely. I know that it's a work in progress. It takes time and energy and stuff like that.
So actually, that's a good question. What do you guys like? Do you guys like the fast zombies that actually come at you, like say DayZ, where they run at you and then suddenly they stop and they do 90 fucking degree turn and then they come at you from the other angle? Or how do you like the zombies come at you?
Well, if I could put my 2 cents in, I would love to see some stronger zombies. To be honest, I'd like
More
to
aggressive ones.
some more aggressive ones. Maybe some like some bigger,
Just like
tankier.
Game said, yeah.
Yeah, some more tankier type of zombies that instead of because right now, I mean, you shoot one of them in the head, they're dead. It's a one-shot kill type of a thing, and I think it would be pretty cool if you could have zombies that are like even more mutated of some kind. Like maybe if they're in the main cities, then they're stronger to kill, and then the zombies that are outside of the cities, they're not as hard to kill, or whatever else it may be. Just to get more of a challenge into the game itself, because I know that just with us running around now, I mean, we can pretty much go through any city, and it's easy sauce mode. It's easy mode. But I think if there was stronger zombies in the game, or even different types of creatures or something like that. I know you guys want to stick with the whole zombie feel, but maybe something that's a little bit harder to actually take down. That would be kind
So
of
basically more aggressive AI coming at you, right?
Yeah.
I think more aggressive and even like just more zombies. Period. Like if like something like The Walking Dead, like you might see something like randomly there might be a huge herd of them. Like some of the cities in the airport look pretty like there's a lot of them, but not as much as you would actually think that there should be, if that makes sense.
Gotcha. Oh, that's a good point, though, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
What's the live stream saying? What would you guys like to see for the people that actually do own the game?
Yeah, let's see what the actually people will want to say.
Mm-hmm.
Some people say new map and strongholds. That's actually a good point that they bring up, right?
Yeah, some people are also saying, from what I see, I have a couple of questions from my stream coming in too, but from JP's right now, they're like, they would like to see things like where it's maybe a little bit more realistic, like if you shoot a zombie in the leg, like maybe it falls down and then it can't run with the leg or something like that.
Or it starts crawling towards you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, absolutely. We know we know exactly what needs to be done, guys, and we actually working about this. So it's only a matter of time. So give us some time.
Awesome. That's fantastic. I like that you guys are community driven. I really do appreciate that. I know that when I first purchased the game and I logged out for the first time, it actually brought me to a survey and I filled out the survey. So I like that you guys are actually taking that feedback and you're actually making a better game, because I think that's what every game developer really should do, in my personal opinion, is take what the community is. Because to be honest, I mean, without the community, you don't have a game. You could have the best game on the planet, but if you don't have a good community,
JP. Without community, there's not only no game, there's only no product, because people like you and people like J Money in your community and Dakota and Summit and so many other streamers. Without you guys, we wouldn't actually have an idea what is good, what is not, because we go to the forums and then people actually post on the forums their problems. But how do we know these are not trolls, right?
Sure, sure.
Anybody can create an account and go in there and badmouth the problem they have. You guys are actually going out there streaming, playing, showing how it's done, and then we go over there and actually follow you guys and say, hey, look, these guys are actually playing this game and not bullshitting around and
Yeah.
not trying to make us look bad. They trying to play the game as it is, and they actually having a lot of good feedback. So this is the most important thing to us: the community and the streamers.
Fantastic. I like that.
Here's a quick question, because since you were the designer of it, you might know this, because I've been having people from my stream constantly ask me, and there's actually a couple of questions now asking if I ever encountered a super zombie. Is it true that in your game there's some sort of super zombie that is a lot harder to kill than the others?
Well, yes, there's a zombie that's actually a little bit above of other zombies, but it's how do I explain this? It's very the designers who created the nod that spawns the zombie they created a very rare spawn, so it's not something that you will be able to catch right away. So you have to hunt for it and hunt for it. Though I don't agree with the amount of time that it spawns it, it's there. It's just not as common as some people think it is.
Okay, so there is a rare zombie. That's going to give me something to hunt for now, because that'll be interesting. Now, with that rare zombie, is there going to be loot that drops off of it that is going to be rare or whatever?
Oh, GP, I wish I could answer that question for you.
Okay. No, that's fine. I would love to get into an interview with some of your other guys, because I know obviously you talk to them more often than I would, but I'd love to get into an interview with some of the game developers and stuff like that, because I think that would be pretty cool. I think that my live stream would probably appreciate that and all that other kind of stuff. The other thing as well is, I don't know how long you've been in the live stream for, but I am planning on doing an event this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And it is actually for Child's Play charity. The entire weekend will be for Child's Play charity. And
I would love to donate to charity.
okay.
Absolutely.
So what we're planning on doing is taking the money from that and obviously giving that back to Child's Play charity. But I would like to be able to give out some prizes. Now, is there somebody that I would need to talk to in order to maybe do some like gold or something like that? The other question that I have is, I noticed that there is 3 different types of currency in the game. There's gold, there's money, and then there's one other type of currency, or there's a symbol anyways. What's that symbol for?
I have no idea, my brother, to be honest with you.
Okay. All right. No, that's no worries. That's no worries there.
Okay, and now we got a couple more questions, and one of the question is, when are you guys gonna add or fix the lighting and shadow setting to the actual low setting? Currently, both of these settings that are set for low automatically go to high settings, and for a lot of people, graphically, it's taking a toll. Do you know anything about that?
J Money, you talking about the frame rate? Basically, how do I answer this without actually getting into trouble? Basically, I always wanted to get better lighting into the game, and I finally talked to the programmer or in charge of the whole programming scheme, and he pretty much coded how do I explain this? It's kind of like a completely rewriting the code for the game as far as the way lighting gets rendered. So the person in charge of the that part rewrote the whole engine and made it a little bit more expensive for as far as the lighting goes. But when he did this was very nice for us artists, because this looks really nice, because we now get the backlight, we get the ambient light that is amazing. So to answer this is I have to actually talk to them and say, go ahead and dim it down and
Sure.
take the graphics down back to where it was before, which for me, as far as an art director, is very hard to do. But I'll do my best to make sure that gets fixed.
Awesome, awesome.
I
Well,
can't promise though.
no, that's fine. No, that's awesome that you're even taking the feedback. So that's pretty sweet there. That is very very interesting for sure, and we definitely do appreciate it. Is there any other questions from other J Money's live stream or my live stream for Roman there? Is there anything else
Yeah.
at all that you guys would like to ask?
I got another one, and I'm curious if this would be under your department or someone else's question. Is anything being done about the bug where scope looks different in third and first person?
Oh yeah, this is something that we definitely want to bring out, and because some people equip their scopes and the forward grips and silencers, and it's not visible in a third-person view. This is also part of the programming that we have to tackle. So this is something that is on the list, my friend. So
Mm-hmm.
J Money, this is definitely something that we're going to be fixed in a couple of. I can't promise months or weeks. It's something on our plate.
Okay.
Well, that's freaking awesome. This is some actually some pretty damn decent good things here. Here's a question. What about are you guys planning on implementing any vehicles in the game? I know that might be potentially your. Are you guys doing any concept designs for vehicles or anything like that in the game?
Well, vehicles is something that we've been all passionate about since the early days. Like I say, about 4 years ago when we started this whole thing, and besides WarZ, we had the War Inc., and then we got the vehicles going. Um, the only thing I can say about the vehicles is the person in charge of this whole operation, he wants to have vehicles work flawlessly, like better than Battlefield 3, and I know, and DayZ and Arma, they got the vehicles working, but it's not the most satisfying vehicles, but at least they have them working. So we don't want to release them completely fucked up. So
Sure.
we're trying to make sure that they're working really well. When you hit the tree, when you hit the vehicle, or when you hit the house, the physics that involved behind the vehicles, we're trying to make sure that they are actually flawless. So give us some time on that. We will definitely announce when they're coming, and we're trying to do the most best that it's not a lot of time.
Sure. Now, is there any talks, whether you can say this or not, is there any talks of bringing other maps?
California, this is our map that we're working on right now, and it's coming
California, you
soon,
guys heard it
brothers.
here first, or maybe you didn't hear it here first, but California is coming to to WarZ. Now, I know that you guys actually did change the name. Can you touch base on that a little bit about why the name was actually changed?
I wish I could, my friend, but
Oh,
I actually have no idea. Oh, not only that don't I have information about this, I actually can't talk about this.
no, and that's fine. That's completely understandable. Everybody's just gonna have to go on the whole inclination of what we think is the real reason behind it. Ask him
Maybe
what's.
there's a movie coming, maybe there's a game coming. I have no idea, brothers.
Oh.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
They're asking about what's the premium services. I guess a premium in the servers. There's something that's called premium. Is that something that's coming as well?
No idea, JP.
Okay. No idea, guys. There you go. You guys want to stick to the whole artist and the graphics side of things. This is the lead developer for the graphics sides of. So.
Question, kind of artsy. Apparently, back when the game was first coming out, there was like the beta zombies they used to crawl or something along like those lines. Is there any plans where you're designing something new similar to that, where they are going to be crawling or anything along those lines?
Well, J Money, the thing is, we're trying to make sure that how do I supposed to say this?
That's
Basically, the missions that are coming, we're
Mm-hmm.
trying to make sure that the crawling zombies are also just like the vehicles, right? We want to perfect them. We don't want to release them half-ass.
sure. No,
Gotcha.
that makes
Because
perfect
the
sense.
crawling zombies is something that you're gonna abuse, right? You're gonna be like, oh my god, there's this crawling zombie. I can do all kinds of things to that thing. So we want to make sure that this is not gonna be happening.
That makes sense. We've got a question here from Neva Kamazuma, or whatever the hell his name is. He's asking about why the backpacks look so shiny now. Why are the backpacks looking so shiny? Why are
They
they?
look plastic. I see his question.
Yeah.
Never. Um, the thing is, one of our best programmers is actually rewrote the code for lighting, and he didn't check with the artists. So we will fix that for you, my friend.
There you go. There you
You know
go.
what? Here's a good one. What is the most challenging art project your team had dealt with?
The art project. What do you mean by that?
Like designing it. Like for you, what was your most challenging part of working on the game?
Oh, definitely the terrain. What we got for you guys coming, we're gonna be making, what do you call it, the dev diaries. We definitely got a dev diaries coming. And I will explain exactly what was the most hardest for me personally.
Another question that's actually just coming in here. Well, first of all, there is a question about what about the black grass? And another question that's coming in from Gore Gamer is, are you able, or if there's vehicles that are coming, and I know you're not 100% sure on that, or maybe you can't say, is there going to be customization to vehicles? Will you be able to actually purchase vehicles or anything like that? I don't think he can actually answer that, guys, but maybe maybe you're working on the artist side of the vehicles itself.
The black grass is definitely something that we are fixing right now because it's a rendering problem. It's no problem at all to fix. As far as the customization of the vehicle, um, you're right, JP. I cannot answer a lot of that stuff.
Okay, well there you go. Now, what about are you planning on bringing more characters to the game? I know that there's about
Absolutely,
8 or 9 of them
yes.
now, right? So
Actually, I want to hear more about you guys. Like, what kind of characters would you want to come and see? Like, what other characters would you want to see getting developed?
there's a question for you guys. What other characters would you guys like to see in game?
So it's all for the players. It's
Exactly.
actually we want to know what you guys think. Like gangsters, besides gangsters,
Gangsters. There you go.
a midget, a Mexican. Look at that. See, when you ask people what kind of stuff they want to see, you can have all kinds of awesome stuff.
Exactly.
Police officer,
Police
See?
Mexican
officer would
cartel.
that police officer would actually kind of make sense. Yeah.
Actually, yes. Actually, it's a good police officer is definitely something that would be nice.
I would want the guy from Zombieland, the guy that was obsessed with the Twinkies. That guy.
A guy obsessed with Twinkies. Nice.
Here's a question. Why are the backpacks currently right now? Obviously, there's the spawn rates on the weapons and stuff like that. Why are the backpacks currently right now such a low spawn rate? Do you know? Would you be able to answer that or no?
JP, the thing about the spawns is actually the art department does not handle
Sure.
the spawn control, so I have no idea what's going on with the spawns, my friend.
Weather. Oh, here's a question for. Are you guys planning on implement any weather into the game?
Yes, absolutely. This is something that has actually been asked before. The rain, the snow, the thunder, all this beautiful stuff. We're definitely looking into it. So,
Fantastic.
give us time.
Uh, here's one. Are there any other guns in develop or being designed that you know of and that you would be able to tell us about?
The what exact?
Guns. Any new guns?
Any new
or
guns
weapons?
are you currently designing or
New
know about?
guns. How about this? What would you guys want to see as far as the guns as well? So characters and guns. We would love to see what the players want to have.
Oh, I want a rocket launcher. I want to
Rocket
charge
launcher.
and blast and
How would you
everything
use that
else.
against the zombies, my brother?
I would run into every friggin' town, get them all on top of me, and if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna blow those little shits up with me.
Nice.
We got flamethrowers.
Flamethrowers, that's actually been brought up before, L-Jack. So definitely, guys, if you got more ideas for guns or weapons you want to see, definitely put them on our official forums.
Phosphoratus, or whatever the hell your name is. He won't be able to answer that, but subscription fee. Hopefully, I'll be able to get another interview with another developer. My good friend Roman here. He's going to probably try to hook me up there. He doesn't know that yet, but he's going to try. So hopefully I can, and if that's the case, make sure you guys follow me, because then that way you'll know, and I'll have it in my title for sure. But yeah, a subscription fee. I don't know if this game really would call for a subscription fee, to be honest. I don't think that there'd be a lot of people that would do that, but maybe, who knows?
No, definitely no subscription for this game.
Yeah, well, there you go. He can answer that question. Absolutely not. There's your answer for that. Can you ask him whether will it interact with the characters and the environments? Do you know if that's something that you guys would want to do? Would it directly affect the ground? Would the ground get soggy? Would there be puddles? Would there be that type of thing? So are you planning on designing that for the game?
That's a good question. This is something that probably cook or design part of the game will be answering.
Sure, makes sense.
Okay, here's another question. Are you going to do any, like, tunnel systems or underground, like, towns or cities, like something that's underground? That's what I have a couple people asking.
Kind of like Minecraft, huh?
like an underground kind of tunnel system, possibly, that you could go from one one city to another city or something like that.
Interesting. We haven't talked about that part.
Sewers would be cool, is what some of these people are saying. They're saying that the sewer system would be interesting.
Interesting.
Subway, eat fresh.
A subway system would probably be interesting. I mean, if you're saying that California is the next map?
Definitely, JP. Our concentration right now on making sure that the California gets released, so I can't promise the underground networks.
Yeah, but California, now, are you planning on doing all of California? Because California is pretty damn big.
I can't talk about that part either.
No, that's fine. No, that's understandable.
What we can only we talk about is we looking at the southern and northern. That's one of our biggest things.
Sure. Now, when you guys started developing the game, I know that with DayZ, I think it's in Russian, or it's in something. It's in a different language, and you guys decided to go the different route of putting it all in English. Is there a reason why you guys did it in English as opposed to a different language?
Not sure I understand the question, because we located in the United States, so most of our intention for the development of the game was in English. So
sure, no, that makes sense. Awesome.
The Russian was not part of the idea or anything like this.
Here's a question. You probably won't be able to answer this, but I'm gonna ask it anyways. Why do attachments stay in your bag once they're equipped? Is there any fixes for that? Maybe you might not be able to answer that, but
I probably not can answer this, but also I have no idea what that is.
Okay, I have a couple people in my stream asking how far along you are in the actual California setting. Like, is there any timetable you think it might come out or may be out?
I wish I had the dates, J Money, but I actually don't have the dates for that.
Okay.
Is there any talks about? I know you were talking about vehicles, such as driving vehicles. Or is there any talks about aircrafts
flying around the map?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No. Okay. There you go. There you go, guys. So no. As of right now, they don't think that they're going to be able to fix that, but or add that or whatever. What about the black boxes that are in the game currently right now? I don't know what that means.
Black boxes.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I don't know. It says, will you be able to fix the black boxes?
Oh, so that has actually been brought up a lot. What I can recommend is definitely getting the latest video card drivers. Okay. And apparently for people who get the latest video card drivers, it helps a lot for them.
Okay, there you go. So update your drivers, guys. They're talking about adding bikes as well, potentially. If there's some people
the bikes are the part of the vehicle conversations, and I cannot discuss the vehicles
and
at the
that's fine.
moment, my friends.
Yeah, there you go. There's that.
Okay.
So yeah, it's not just an NVIDIA drivers, my friend. It's also ATI.
Yeah. Will there be any loyalty items? I don't know what that means, but do you know if there's going to be any loyalty items?
I think
I
he
don't even
means
know what
it.
that means.
I think what he means is for people who have been around for a longer time, is there going to be anything given to people who've been sticking with the game for a long period of time? I think because some other MMOs like World of Warcraft and stuff like that, if you're there for over a year or a certain amount of time, they'll give you like a special little gift or something. So I believe that's what he means by loyalty.
A reward.
Yeah.
Special hats, or
Something
something
like
like
this,
that.
I don't decide, but I can definitely influence that, and it's nice to know that you guys bring that up.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. There you go. Maybe this might be something that you'd like to take back to, because I'm seeing a question here from Phosphorate or whatever his name is, about like an auction system or like a trading system in game. Maybe you want to take that back to your developers, because I've already brought that up in my conversations as well. That the excess ammo that we have, you're not going to want to find a different gun and then always continuously keep swapping out guns. Maybe if there's a way that you could take your guns that you're just not going to ever use, maybe sell them back to the NPCs for bullets, or have like a bullet exchange kind of a system or something like that. That would be probably pretty interesting to add into the game.
Well, that's a good thing to actually recommend, and basically, how do I say this? Kind of like a assist to development. I will definitely pass this along.
Awesome. And then
Nothing like this have been planned, but I can definitely recommend this idea.
Sure. That makes sense. And maybe there might be also something else as well, about maybe having like a permanent like gun or something like that in game for those people that were actually in pre-alpha. Would there be able to be like a special item that you guys would be able to design for the people that are in for pre-alpha? That would probably also be something.
See, that's nice. One of those another things that we can actually do. I like that idea. So we would have to design exactly what kind of gun we need to give to the people. So
Mm-hmm.
this is definitely something that I will pass. Let me write this down.
Oh, okay, and here's a question. It's something small.
Second,
Sure.
let me write this.
Sure,
down.
not a problem.
These are all great questions, guys, and I appreciate everybody that's in the live stream. If you haven't
Absolutely,
already,
guys, this is beautiful kind of questions.
Yep.
and if you haven't yet already, guys, go follow me on my my Steam group. That'd be freaking fantastic. And also make sure you guys hit that follow button as well, so that way when I get I'm nudging Roman right now with my elbow virtually for him to see if he can get me into an interview with some of the other developers, because this is pretty awesome.
Well, I got the weapons for the volunteers and stuff like this down, so definitely we can.
Awesome. Please ask them, there's planning for any better medical systems, like if you happen to like break your leg or your arm or anything like that. I guess I don't know what that's entailing, but there you go. There's the question, anyways.
All right.
How about this, JP? We'll make this the last question because I need to get going after this one.
Okay, well I'll take one more really good question that is relevant to the lead art designer of WarZ, or Infected.
One of these names, right?
I think I saw something about textures there.
The medical is actually a really good question. So we've been discussing on how we're gonna be able to get the players on healing themselves after a few different things that are happening. For example, the bullet hits them, or the zombie bites them, or you breaking the leg as you fall. How do you fix yourself, right? What's the sequence on making it very interesting? Kind of like on Tomb Raider, the newest game. The sequence on healing yourself. So the medical system is something we are definitely discussing right now. And as far as the art goes, it's not too hard for us to get this gun done.
Awesome, awesome. That's fantastic. All right, well, here's going to be
Awesome.
the last question that it is going to be answered for the night.
Yeah,
And
guys.
a really big thing for Roman that this is freaking awesome. Last question of the night is going to be: is there any talks about improving the graphics for trees, branches, grass? Even on low settings or on high settings, on ultra settings, it still looks very, very low resolution. Is there any talks about having that actually update as you update your from low to high to medium to whatever?
Seriously, JP, that's the last question people want to know about answering. Okay.
I guess so. I
Um,
mean, that's the last question I'm seeing here, so I'm gonna take it.
no problem at all. So the answer for this is, guys, we can definitely up the resolution on the branches, and we can definitely up the resolution on the bark, and making the trees look really nice. But then that means we're going to be increasing the resolution on the textures, the amount of the texture memory that goes into the trees. So most likely a lot of you are going to have a lot of frame rate hits. So I wish I could say yes, I would love to get this, but then I'm going to get hanged by you saying that, oh my god, why did you have to make every needle, every leaf showing in the game? So I'd
I like
rather
what Transdog says. So that basically means the crappy computers won't be able to play your amazing games. So there you go. I mean,
JP, I'd rather not to increase the resolution on the trees, my
yeah,
friend.
yeah, I think that would be way too much, guys. There's a lot of trees in the game. There's a lot of grass in the game. For them to upgrade that, I think it would probably be insane for you guys. Really, is it that important that the grass blades look fucking amazing? Absolutely not. Right? I mean, the whole thing is make the zombies look amazing, make the guns look
We got
amazing.
a lot of other stuff we have to make sure that works first for you
Sure,
guys.
absolutely. Well, Roman, man, thank you very much. I've got you on Skype now. I'll ping you
Hmm.
anytime. You can ping me anytime. That is awesome. If you can, get me set up with an interview with some of the other guys or whatever, that would be awesome. I'd love to talk to you guys more. And if there's any possible way that that the company, the WarZ company, would be willing to do something with us this weekend. We are going to be doing a charity event this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we're going to be throwing out
Hmm.
some prizes. And I think it would be really cool if we could throw out some like gold coins or something like that. Either way, it
Hmm.
doesn't really matter. We're going to be playing the game all weekend, so much appreciated, guys. Guys, thank this guy. This
Yeah.
guy's awesome. He came to my live stream and he decided to jump on a call with me. So this is
Thanks
huge,
again so much.
and we really
Thank you,
do appreciate it,
JP.
man.
Thank
Yeah.
you, J Money. Guys, you are the best. Honestly, it's an honor actually to be here.
Well, thank you very much, man. We do appreciate it. Thank you
I
very
will
much.
definitely pass the word along and hopefully get some of the other people to come and talk to you from our departments or other departments, like you said. So
Hmm.
you guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you very
Because
much, man. It was an honor to meet you.
Absolutely, my friends.
Perfect.
have a great one.
All
Good
right.
night, guys. Definitely, we'll see you on the game.
All right, man. We'll talk to you later.
Definitely. Good night.
Wow, guys, that was huge. I'm not gonna lie. That was absolutely insane. I mean, can you summarize what just happened? Yeah, we were basically who is up for some more Z? Like that. That was unbelievable. I mean, it was ridiculously. It was just absolutely insane. It really, really was. And I think that all the information that you guys did was absolutely. I mean, I'm actually thrown back. When I had 20 people in here, 15 people in here, and then this guy found me. Roman found me. So I mean, this is pretty huge. This is pretty huge.